ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
That if you squeeze her legs together, she makes a snapping sound. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends 2020 Spider-Man Vintage Collection Waves Electro. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Search your feelings, you know it be true.
Darkside Toys is a store for you, link below. And while you're down there, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And a big thanks to eRivera94 for helping make this review possible and landing the connection for me to get this set early. I really appreciate it, brother. Check him out. Instagram link in the description below. And you can see Electro over here already looking pretty sweet. You can see that image of him right over there. And then on the back, you can see that image again. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. And then they show off the interchangeable parts right there. There's the other figures from the wave, and then nothing on the side, top, or bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. So not too many accessories with Electro, no interchangeable heads, but we do get two sets of interchangeable hands, and for some reason my copy came with a bonus coffee stain. I tricked some of you. But we get these awesome looking Electro hands, which we've seen many times before in the past. They're the same as the first Electro hands that we'd seen way back with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Electro. As you can see, the sculpt is the same right over there, and they've used this numerous times, and that's my baby crying in the back. I was worried about this paint not really working well with this electric effect, and I think it actually came out okay. I was kind of worried about this looking too similar, but I'm okay with it now. I do like it. It's a very nice translucent plastic that they have right here, and it works well. Then you also get the fisted hands right here. Nothing to complain about there. Noticing a little bit of yellow paint chipping right here off the hand, so be wary of that. It's a little kooky, it's a little wacky, but the idea of having this star mask for a villain, I think that could have only come from the mind of Steve Ditko. I just think it's such a cool, creative idea. To briefly go over the character only a little bit, his real name is Max Dillon, and his whole origin story is that he was a lineman, and he'd gotten electrocuted by a lightning bolt while working on a power line, and it gave him these mutagenic powers to where he's able to store and release electricity. And a little fun fact is that Magneto did try to recruit him for the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, but Max Dillon declined. And J. Jonah Jameson caught this guy stealing from his safe in his office red-handed and still blamed Spider-Man for it. Yeah, Jameson was saying that it was Spidey dressed up in the Electro suit. It's so funny. But anyway, looking at this, I mean, it's just incredible. I love how expressive that is. I like how the eyes came out. The teeth look really good. I did want to compare this to the other Electro figures that we'd gotten from Toy Biz, so you could see the first Sinister Six box set version right there. And then we have the Spider-Man series one, which I liked a lot. I did prefer this head over the Sinister Six pack one, and I like this one a lot too. And then here's our previous Hasbro Electro figure, and you can see that it's the same masked head sculpt right over here. And they did just paint the eyes differently. It's the same smile. It looks like to me it's the same exact sculpt, right? The eyebrows look identical and everything, which is fine. I liked this the first time, you know what I mean? So I do like what they've done. A bit of marbling, but it's the back of the head. It doesn't bother me. And then looking at the mask right there, that looks really good, and it's made out of a soft material, so you don't have to worry about it snapping on you or anything like that. And then we're seeing the Spidey UK body mold throughout on this guy, and it just works really well for this character. Nice, good looking yellow paint right here. You can see it goes all the way through right there, missing a dot right there. And then we get these cool nifty Electro gloves, and made with some durable material while still flexible. I like that. The back of the figure looks good. You get that peg hole over there. You can see the other electric bolt from this glove, and yeah, man, this body mold actually works out really well for me. The previous versions had more Pizza Spidey style kind of frames for those body molds, but having him a little bulkier right here with the Spidey UK mold, this is just a lot cooler to me. I like this a whole lot more. And really good paint right here. I really think the yellow came out really good over the green. I'm very impressed with that. Then the boots look pretty good right there, and then you can see that we get some nice looking peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Oh, not only did I forget to show off the Electro butt, but on the back right here, you could see that the lines go all the way through, so I wanted to show that off as well. And I said butt twice in a row. And to go over the articulation, and hopefully it doesn't get blurry, I can't put the camera in autofocus because it tends to zoom in on my fingers instead of the figure, so I have it on manual, and the head will move up very far. That looks great. I really like that a lot, and it will move down very far. You can do the forward and back shifting like a pile driver. You get side-to-side motion, and some head pivoting right over there, so that's very cool. No butterfly joints, but the shoulders will move outward gracefully, and you can move them down. Rotate a full 360, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, then the wrists turn side to side and they hinge up and down. Same deal with these hands over here. Then you get a good ab crunch forward. Oh, I'm noticing some weird dots right over here. I didn't notice that earlier. Good ab crunch back, waist swivel, hips move outward that far. He will kick forward, back, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. I only bend in that far. That's my biggest gripe with this body mold, is that those double jointed knees don't work that great. And then he does have a calf rotation, ankles move down, up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Electro figure, you could see that he is standing to the very top of that mask over there, over 7 inches tall. I guess if you were to guess the top of his head, it'd just be a little over the 6-inch mark, or just under the 6.5-inch mark. And here's our new Electro figure next to our 2 Toy Biz Electro figures. We have the Sinister Six box set version right here, which actually took me a long time to finally acquire. I say finally, and that happened like years ago. And then we have the Spider-Man series Electro, which is the one that I've had longest. I like the body for this one too, especially because it has sculpted on electric bolts right there, so I think that's awesome. But yeah, of course, out of these 3, bam, that's my new favorite one. Then here's our new Electro next to the other 2 Hasbro Electros. We have the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Electro, and then we have the Space Venom Build-A-Figure Waves Electro. And just such a huge improvement between these 2 figures right over here. You can see the Pizza Spidey body mold right over there. Very similar to the Bullseye body mold, right? Or actually, this is probably based off of the Silver Surfer. But anyway, I do like how this figure looks compared to this one right over here. It's just a much better look. Now, when I'd first seen promo images of this, I was kind of worried about that yellow electric effect, so I can swap the hands. I'm not really liking it that much. It looks like, yeah, that looks weird. Nope, not liking it. But to try to swap the heads, that actually kind of works. The yellow doesn't match right over here, but I like this head sculpt just a whole lot more. I think this one looks better. Yeah, which is good because they're the same head sculpt, so that makes sense. But I still like how this one looks more than this one. And if you wanted to try the contemporary Max Dillon head sculpt on this newer figure, yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, you know, the head looks, actually, that looks alright, you know, but yeah, I do prefer this head sculpt more. Then here's our new Marvel Legends Electro next to the Marvel Select 2-pack Electro figure, and yeah, this is not a great figure, but there is still something charming about it. Electro party, yeah!
You let go. No, you let go. You let go. You let go. No.
And here's Electro next to the rest of our Hasbro Classic Sinister Six figures. Finally, this set is complete. We have our Classic Kraven, we have our Classic Mysterio, Classic Vulture, Classic Doc Ock, and Classic Sandman. I cannot wait to get the new Vintage Collection Mysterio. That's awesome. I'm a fan of that color scheme over this right over here. I hope Hasbro gives us a different Sandman figure later on, or maybe if it's not a different Sandman, one that's compatible with all the interchangeable parts right over here. But this is the only one where I feel like it needs to be redone. I feel like this Sandman is just way too big, or way bigger than he really needs to be. So a smaller figure with more accessories, that would have been a little bit cooler. But still, I'm very happy to have a complete Classic Sinister Six from Hasbro. Then swapping out the Vulture and Sandman and Dr. Octopus over here with the Toy Biz Vulture, which I actually think is the better figure. However, I will still keep this one on my display for now. And then we have the Dave Wheeler customized Doc Ock right there. And then there's the Marvel Select Sandman, which will stay on the Spidey shelf, but this one will be on the Avengers shelf. And then here's Electro next to the other figures from this wave that I have already reviewed. We have Gwen Stacy, Spider-Man, and Peter Parker. And one thing I forgot to mention in the reviews of these guys is that these are all Bluetooth enabled, so that if you remove the head of Gwen Stacy, yeah, both of these figures cry. And then here's Electro next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Whoa, I do not want to get electrocuted, so I'm moving right. Oh, again? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Let's get that 1 million subscribers already. If you've already subscribed, don't hit the subscribe button. That'll make you unsubscribe, just to let you guys know. Anyway, a big thank you to all these people over here that support this YouTube channel via crowdfunding. Thank you guys so much. If you're interested in the perks, link below. Now this figure, I am so happy with. This is the best Electro figure I have in my collection. I'm just thrilled with it. I guess he could have included some more accessories. I could say that for any figure. Maybe some electric effects would have been cool to have, but I had a lot of fun with the figure. I have a lot of electric effects as it is, so I had a great time with this piece over here. I mean, just as it is, I think it's a very good figure at the price point of around 20 to 25 bucks. I'm going to give this Electro figure a SUD rating of... And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com, and don't forget to follow me on the Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.